Alrighty, we are back with HoopDaddy Live, episode 4, I think. As you can see, Matisse looks a little bit different today.
Yeah.
He is now half Asian, and his name is now Marco.
Yep.
So,
but I
Mark,
can tap dance still. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So, welcome to the show, Marco.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Yeah, it's wonderful out here. It's sunny.
Yeah, man.
I went outside today, and it was warm for the first time in a long time. I felt like the heat of the sun.
Nice.
And it's like, I don't know about you, like when the seasons change and you're just like, oh my God, like this is what like being warm feels like. This is what like sun feels like. I don't know. It was cool. Yeah.
We do.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I was like, we do live in Vancouver though. It's not that bad.
Oh no,
even
definitely.
in the winter. But you just like the sun. You felt the warmth
but
of
it's
the earth.
changed exactly right because like winter's not that bad, but it's still cold and damp.
Yeah.
And when it's nice to be like feel like warm.
Just get that vitamin D.
Oh yeah, I did today too. Don't worry about it.
No, yeah, welcome. Glad to have you on the show. So Matisse, our boy, he has twins now.
Our boy, he's our son.
Our son, yes. I am the hoop father, and he is the hoop son. Yeah. And now he has 2 more daughters.
Crazy.
So he...
Congrats, Matisse.
Yeah, they were just born the other day, and so he is very busy, so...
With, what are their names are My G and My Guy, right?
Yeah, 2 girls. My G and My Guy.
Yeah.
That's what we went with. That's what he told he's going to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I already got their mini Jordans picked out.
Nice. They're going to be hoopers. Hoop daughters. It's like Matisse is around the house. He makes him call. He just like, don't call me daddy. Call me Hoop Daddy. He's like, they're like, Dad, can we have some candy? He's like, that's not my name. You can have some if you call me by my name.
Hoop Daddy.
Oh man. Yeah, so that's where Matisse is today. So we got Marco. He comes
nice.
he comes in balls with us lots.
I do.
He's a hooper.
I come and destroy them is what he was trying to say.
How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4", yeah. Last time we had Isaac on, and he said
he's a beast.
Yeah, he said I am 6'4" and so much more. So we got another guy who's 6'4".
Isaac's more than 6'4", man. He is so much more. I think so. He's taller than me, I think.
Nah, I think you guys are. Maybe you have a little bit of scoliosis.
Maybe I've been lying. Maybe I'm actually 6'3", and I've just over the years have like started just saying 6'4" because I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had people like I am truly 6'1", I think.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure. People were like, oh, you must be like 6'3", 6'2", and then I'd be like, and then I like measured myself legitimately, and then so people would come and be like, how tall are you? I'm like, oh, I'm like 6'1". They're like, oh, no way, man. I'm like 6'1" myself, so there's no way. And you're taller than me. I'm like, I think you're lying. Then like I think you're a liar.
But like, are you gonna do that? Like, you know, that's actually kind of funny. Is like maybe we should start doing that more in real life. Is just like calling people out on like little small lies when they're
just like that.
Yeah, and it's like, hey man, how's it going? They're like, I'm fine, and you're like,
are you really?
Are you really, man? You look like shit, bro. Like,
just let
let's
them know.
talk about it.
Yeah. You let me know how that goes.
I will. And I mean, I kind of do. I think that's an experiment. I've been experimenting with. And
you just like get everyone to open up to you.
Yeah.
Or they just like get mad at you. Like, who the fuck you think you are?
Yeah.
Talking to me. Like I share my experiences with you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like it either is really transformative or it's like really scary.
For them or for you?
For both of us.
Both of us, yeah. The giver and the receiver.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So how long have you been playing basketball for?
Oh, this is actually... So I started playing basketball in high school. And
what grade?
I started playing in grade 10. Grade 10.
Grade 10?
Yeah.
And did you play any sports before that?
Yeah, so I was... Before I got into like starting out early, I always played soccer. So like soccer was like my thing growing up. Soccer and hockey. Love soccer and hockey.
Nice.
Until about middle school when I like became a punk and I was like, you know what? Skateboarding is my thing. And
That's so funny knowing you now that you used to be like a skater dude.
like I was kind of like exactly like the same. Obviously not exactly the same, but like similar personality. But I was like a skater dude. But
Right, because you grew up like in that skater culture, like 90s,
Totally.
right? Like
Yeah.
right when that was on the,
Right.
you were the perfect age,
Perfect,
right when
yeah.
everyone like Ryan Sheckler was out there,
Oh, love Ryan Sheckler.
Spitfire wheels.
I had Spitfire wheels. Yep. Fury trucks. I had Tensor trucks as well. That was my setup.
Right.
Mark Appleyard.
I don't know.
anyone
Yeah,
knows
I don't
names.
know. But yeah, go ahead.
Jeff Rowley, Tony Hawk. I mean, Tony Hawk.
Tony
was
Hawk,
like-
huge.
I
Tony
didn't
Hawk's
do any-
Underground.
Yeah, I didn't do any of the half pipe stuff. I was more into street skating.
You were street skater. That's
Street
right.
skating, yeah.
Versus vert.
Vert. It's harder. I think it's harder to come by in depending where you are, because like a lot of places don't have big half pipes too.
Yeah, and it's also really scary.
It's fucking scary.
I tried dropping in on like I think this high as this table, like a 3-foot drop in. Ate it. It's so painful. It's so, and then you have to like commit right to going in.
100%. If there's anything I learned about skateboarding is if you don't commit all the way,
You're gonna
you're 100% fucked.
you're gonna eat shit.
Exactly. If you commit all the way, there's like chances you'll mess up, but the chances of success are much higher.
Right.
Right. If you commit like 80, sometimes I think about the lockdown like this. You know, if you commit to like 80% to the lockdown, it's like we're definitely gonna fuck it up. But if it's like if you go all in,
Yeah. Very accurate analogy.
then it's like it could go either way.
Yeah, you should let Bonnie Henry know.
I'll call it.
This is like skateboarding what we're doing right now. And it is. We're about to be going on our third wave.
Yep.
But we don't need to get into that because I'm sure everyone feeling the same way of like frustration of it just not being solved
Oh man.
after all this time.
Yeah, that's tough.
But we out here in our bubble.
Yep.
So you started skateboarding and you stopped playing sports at that time, or you still played sports, or how did it?
I didn't really play. I like mostly just did like middle school stuff, like the teams at the school or gym class, and
Right.
But like on my free time, it was like all skateboarding, all
Nice.
snowboarding. I was still playing hockey at that time, and then I don't know what happened. Maybe it's like being in high school, and like skateboarding became less cool, or I just kind of like fell out of love with it, and started playing volleyball. So I didn't even get to basketball first.
Oh.
It was like the first court sport I started doing was volleyball, and like that was right in grade 9, and I think that's where I really loved. Just I don't know, like kind of fell in love with court sports and like ball sports.
You just love the hardwood.
I just love the hardwood. You know what I'm saying? And I found like I was pretty good at jumping.
Yeah.
I was pretty good at jump. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Because the first whole half of the interview.
The whole interview just like.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back now. I think that's where I fell in love with just like jumping and like I don't know, the court stuff.
When did you get to be 6'4" or 6'3"?
I was in like grade 10.
In grade 10.
Yeah, I had a huge growth spurt. That's probably why. I started growing and I was like, oh, I'm tall now. I guess I can jump a little bit. Maybe I can.
So you were more of a setter back in the day in volleyball.
They tried. This is a funny story. They tried to. The coach in grade 9, he's like, oh, this guy's gonna be perfect. He's gonna be the setter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then first game. Oh my God, this is horrible. First game, he's like training me to be the setter. I'm not good at the setter. I'm like, I just don't got the hands at the time. And first game, he's like, all right, Marco, you're going in. And it was like a mercy time. Like the game, we already won the game, but It was like, we need to get him some experience playing.
Get him some minutes.
Go in for my first serve. And I'm like, I've been practicing. So I go to do an overhand serve. And at the school, there's like this overhang because like we would separate the gym into two when there's like two different classes going on. But there was an overhang where like the door came out of, the separation thing came out of, and it's like really high up there. But it's like a lip that hangs out off the ceiling.
Right.
And so I go back to do my overhand serve, and normally you try to get this overhand serve pretty close to the net, just like skimming over. And I don't know how, like what angle I pulled. Somehow I just like I guess leaned so far back. And then did my serve, and it went straight up and just like hit the ceiling. Like it hit the lip coming down from the ceiling and came right back to me. And I was just like I was mortified.
You're embarrassed.
I was so
Coach
embarrassed.
is like, all right, sub, Get him out. Get him out of there.
My whole team is like laughing at me.
Just getting roasted.
And I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, and I still have to stay out there because now I'm in the rotation. And
Right.
so I'm just like, my face is like beat red. I'm grade 9, man. Like, I'm
Right.
so like, I don't know, insecure.
Yeah. You're just trying to figure it out. There's like a bunch of girls watching.
Exactly.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh man, I just made an idiot of myself.
Yeah. But then next season, they're just like, you know what? Let's just botch, get rid of the setter and let's become a middle. And all I have to do is really like jump and block.
Oh, okay.
And really, I don't know. It was like you just have to block, and I became really good at blocking.
Blocking. Okay.
Yeah.
Does the middle doesn't do any of that digging stuff?
No, I was terrible at digging.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They subbed me out for that. There's a position called the libero,
Okay.
and like their job is just to like dig the ball and pass the ball.
I see.
And there were times when I was like, yeah, I could probably get better at digging and stuff. And then I'd like want to stay in, but then I just didn't. I don't know. It's like something I didn't practice that much. I wasn't really good at, and there were times when I had to play defense, and I was just like shaking in my boots because I was like, I suck at passing. And so I'd be really happy when they got the libero come in. But then when it came time to go to the front, like I was like hungry. Like all I wanted to do was like block the other team and like get spikes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that was your volleyball experience, and then
Yes.
how'd you get into basketball?
I think Vince Carter. I think like I just like saw
BC.
literally. I don't know. Somehow like the internet was blossoming at this time too, and I don't know if you remember like LimeWire.
Oh yeah.
And
Classic, dude.
Yeah.
Classic for getting viruses.
Totally.
Your computer up.
Exactly. And so like I would like download music there, and then
oh man, I got the new Slim Shady album. Also, my computer doesn't work.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. So like literally like with 100 viruses later, and just like so many Vince Carter highlight reels.
Right.
Like I don't know, people would make them and put them on LimeWire. Right. And there's like I remember there's Steve Francis one that was really cool because he was a crazy dunker.
So this wasn't him playing for the Raptors? This was him just dunking on kids?
No, this was like Raptors.
Oh, it was
Raptors. Yeah, it was like Raptors NBA highlights and stuff like that.
Cool.
So I think I just started watching, and then literally just started playing out in my front yard.
Nice.
And I honestly, I don't even remember how I got onto the team in grade 10.
Right. You're just out in the front yard just perfecting that ugly jump shot.
Yeah. I didn't, honestly, I didn't even know how to shoot at all. We just like try to dunk it. Really. We would just put the net down low and we just try to dunk
Let's put this at 8 feet and just.
Totally.
Just dunk
literally. It. That's literally how we started dunking, was just like on nets like that.
Right.
Like super low. And like we wouldn't even play basketball. Like we would just dunk.
That's so funny.
Which is like me and my brothers and my friends. So it was really fun but then once I started playing, like once I actually tried out for the junior team or whatever.
JV varsity.
Yeah.
It's been so long for you, huh?
It has, man. It has. I'm surprised I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you tried out for the JV.
Yep.
And you made it.
Made it.
Started.
Bouse. Started. Yeah.
Really?
But like,
you started? Okay.
Like,
I didn't start on my JV.
But this is not like high level. I don't know. It was like I was tall. I could jump pretty good. So I could get rebounds and like finish around the basket. I played center. I was 6'4" playing center, or 6'3" playing
in grade
center.
10.
In grade 10.
Nice.
So you kind of get a sense for like what the competition was like.
Right.
Whereas if I could be successful at center,
right,
that height, you know.
But that's like, I feel like that's kind of Canadian basketball in smaller cities.
It depends where you go.
But I mean, in smaller cities, like it's the same way in Winnipeg,
true. In
right?
smaller cities, yeah, for
like
sure.
Ottawa or Winnipeg. If you're on Vancouver or Toronto, maybe it's a bit more competitive.
Toronto's insane.
Right. Yeah.
I have deep memories of Toronto, just
getting balled on,
just getting dunked on, like just showing up and be like, "All right, guys, is this?" Come on, like this is not high school.
Yeah,
like
they're so good.
Come on,
it's basically like there's like a lot of top prospects, like 5-star prospects out of Toronto now.
Totally, yeah. It's sweet. Not sweet at that time when you're getting dunked on, but
yeah. Keep that mic.
Keep it here. Yeah,
because you can hear, right? You can hear it.
I can't. I'm lost. Yeah, no. Because I'm holding it. It's heavy.
Yeah, so you were balling out and you starting. I think that's what you got, good finishing now around the rim.
Yep.
You've always had good right hand finishes.
That's all I've been. That's
all you did back
That's
in
all
the
I
day,
did.
yeah.
They're just like, Marco, when you get the pass from the point guard, that's the guy who dribbles. Okay. You got to just put it up and hit it off that square. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So honestly, we didn't even, I don't think I even learned that many post moves. Because
you were just taller than everyone.
I was taller and I was pretty quick. I was pretty athletic, but like I didn't know how to really drive and like dribble, ball handle at all in high school because our point guard did all that. And like I would just like set picks, cut, and like finish.
Nice.
And on defense, just like block shots and do
just
that.
Be a beast in the paint.
Be a beast, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was pretty solid at getting boards and like defensing, boxing out.
Yeah. An underrated skill.
Yeah.
That no one does enough, I think.
It's actually one of those things where it's like if you just always box someone out, like
you'll get to rebound.
The chances are gonna go up for your team.
It's always so frustrating when you're like playing pickup or whatever and everyone's fucking around, but you're the only guy boxing out.
Totally.
And you just like you never get the rebounds because you're
covering one guy and everyone's just like
you're just like, dude. And then too, it's like usually in our pickups, like we're kind of the bigger guys.
Totally.
So we're
just destroying young kids, just destroying their lives, man.
we just have to like we play bigger in the paint, right?
Totally.
And then it's like it's hard work. Playing defense is hard, and then you like get the block or get the like missed shot or whatever. No one blocks. You're like, God, you're just like do something. You get so frustrated.
Totally, man.
Yeah. But nice. And then so that was your career on JV, and then you played varsity, or?
Yeah. And then after that, played varsity.
And what was your varsity level? Like AAA, quadruple A?
I think AAA.
Right. So like one below the top.
I think so.
Yeah.
We were decent. I think when I was on that in the varsity team, we had three really solid guards.
Yeah.
We had a one shooting guard who just like lights out, and we had a point guard who was such a great ball handler, and then we had a three small forward, who was also just like a solid three shooter, a little bit of attitude, but like solid three shooter. And then for me, I played power forward or center depending. Yeah. And then we had one guy who was just huge, but like no finesse, but just huge. And I loved him so much because he like. Whenever someone would like talk to me or like I don't know just mess with me, he would just be like, "You got a problem?" Like he would just go, he would have my back so hard. So
he was just like looking for a fight. Some guy would like dap you up for a nice move. You'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing, bro?" Just like always on the look.
Yeah, he gave me so much confidence because he was also just like my hype man all the time. He's like, "Oh man, you're so good, man." I'm like, I don't know where you get this from, but like, I'll take it. Like.
Yeah. There is something to be said about that, though, because it really does help with your mental, especially in basketball when you're missing shots.
Totally.
Like I remember we were playing pickup the other day.
Yeah.
And I was shooting, and I was like that day I think I had made like a mental goal, small goal, to be like, oh, I'm just gonna like shoot more threes. Yeah. Just trying to work on my shooting.
Yeah.
And when you miss a couple, then you're like, I'll go for or you're like, oh, I'll try to go back to like my comfort zone and take like a 2 or get a whatever. And there's one guy just like super hustling, rebounding really hard, and he was just like, I would shoot a 3 and miss, or like it'd be all right. He's like, that's all right, man, good shot, like keep shooting. But he was just like hyping me up. I was like, all right, I will keep shooting.
It's true.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But if someone's like frustrated at you, it makes you less wanting to keep shooting. But
totally, yeah. And I mean, like obviously you don't need to take that on when they're doing that, but at the same time, it doesn't like, it's not encouraging when they're just like getting boards and like looking back at you.
Yeah. What are you doing? Give me the ball. Yeah.
Especially when it's like when it's like within your range, when it's like you can make those shots and they're good shots.
But they're not.
Sometimes they don't fall.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Not like you're taking like whatever.
You're not like I don't know, shaking and like fadeaway threes with like a guy in your face.
Like, what are you doing?
It's like, we know you can't hit that regularly. Like, what? There's
like a 10% chance of that going in.
Yeah. You're not Devin Booker. Okay.
Yeah. That's dope. So then you guys, you played varsity, and did you start in varsity?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You've been a baller since the day one, huh?
Yeah. No, I think I got it was like good timing to be on a team that just like needed a guy like me, and
nice.
It was nice. It was nice to just like start.
Did you guys win anything or do well?
I don't think we did super well, but I think we did better than what was expected of our team. So talent wise, again, we weren't like the deepest team.
Right.
We didn't have the biggest, strongest, fastest guys, but I think we competed really well against like the top teams in our league. And so I think it's one of those things where it's like we did the best we could. It was like sometimes I think of like the Miami Heat last year where they got to the finals and they competed well, but they were just a bit outmatched from like a talent system, even like system standpoint. Like the way the Lakers played Miami, I think they utilized their system really well. Like there were times when they're just the way they would pass and kind of work with Anthony Davis, that was just like the buckets were just so easy.
Yeah, I guess I think their matchups were maybe a bit better too. They just didn't have an answer for AD really.
Yeah,
like, and
then like obviously LeBron just is like a kind of score at will kind of guy. It's like if all else fails, just like I'll just go body this guy.
So yeah, he's like sometimes I feel like LeBron. He's like I'll decide if I'm going to score or give an assist.
Yeah, it's like I think this guy could use a bucket today.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. Honestly, he's like I'm going to dictate how this game is going to go. Yeah, he really is a beast.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. How about you?
I never started.
Okay.
I've been playing ball since like grade 6, I think. I was always athletic.
Yeah.
I feel like since I've been playing, I was never the strongest ball handler. I was never the strongest shooter. So I was a really athletic defender.
Okay.
So I would give a lot of hustle on defense.
Yeah.
A lot of hustle for like loose balls and stuff. And then I would just like I'd just box someone out, like always. You know what I mean? People would look at me and just like, all you gotta do is just box out, dude. Just go in there and just box someone out.
Yeah.
And like, cause like we can't get a rebounds or whatever. And I was always a bit like I was always like this kind of height since like grade 7, I think. I went through a growth spurt. Yeah, I was like 6'1" since like grade 7, dude. Yeah, I was tall kid, lanky kid. But
that's funny.
Yeah, so I was active defender, good rebounder, and then I would understand the plays pretty decently, and then I would basically like if someone fed me an open layup or like an open shot,
cash,
I would hit it most of the time. And I didn't really create my own shots. There was always better players.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never really started. And basketball back in the day for me wasn't really my number one focus.
You like football, right?
I like football and I liked hockey and I like baseball.
Play hockey.
Yeah.
Man, we should go
to the go
you baseman.
I was a goalie.
This guy's got gas. He throws gas. We go throw sometimes and it's scary. Yeah, it's scary, man. There's like a level. I think when you pass a certain level, when you're like this person has like played pretty good and like they know how to pitch.
Yeah.
It's like it's scary every time. Yeah.
Yeah. Baseballs can hurt if you get hit by them.
Yeah.
And they're whizzing.
When they're whizzing.
But yeah, so yeah, I never really started. There's always, but we always had a really good team
for basketball.
For basketball, yeah, we made it to like finals or provincials like almost every time. My senior year, we had like probably the best team.
Wow.
And we didn't play quad A though. We were triple A like you guys, but we were like the best in the league. Did really well. We won cities, and then we went to provincials, and I can't remember what the score was. It was like 56 or something, and we had the last shot, and
wow,
it hit the rim, bounced out. Our big man, who was like 6'4", got it, and then got fouled on the putback.
No.
There's no time left. Like literally like point.
All he needs is one.
It just needs to hit one, and he's like already super nervous, super stressed, and we're all like count on him. I think our best player has 4 fouls, so he's like 1 away from being fouled out, and our point guard has like 4 fouls, like 1 away from fouling out. And it's like so he goes to the line. They call a timeout. The other team to
freeze him,
to ice him.
Yeah.
And he's like he comes in. So they have the time. He comes into the huddle, and he just like says, "I'm not gonna make these. I just know it. I'm just not gonna make it." We're all like, "What are you saying? Like, come on, man! Like, have some focus, have some faith." So all of us are like, "All right, well, that's not a great confidence." And he's like a big man, right? So never the best free throw shooters. And he's like, I'm missing both of them. I know it. Like, it's like the first thing he says. We're like,
yo, but you gotta give him props for just like coming up and just like saying that. Like that's something.
Yeah. It was heartbreaking to hear on the. It was pretty heartbreaking, and then.
Oh my god.
And so the timeout breaks or whatever. So he goes to the line. Sure enough, he bricks the first one. Misses the first one. Okay.
He bricks. Like, is it like just like back rim out? Or
Yeah,
like,
I honestly can't remember.
Okay,
It was just like,
break.
yeah, it was just like, it wasn't in the hoop. We're all like, we just need one.
You had the ball, and he was just like,
Dude, honestly, he's so
his
strong.
elbow was out. You're like, that's not even his normal form.
Yeah, exactly. It's like doing his best Joakim Noah impersonation. Just like
the side spinner.
The side spinner. But so he breaks the first one.
Yeah.
And then we're on the bench, like super stressed and nervous. And our coach, he's like super amped up, and he's doing his free throw shot. He's getting ready. He's getting his, whatever, his breath, his like couple dribbles to shoot. As he's getting ready and as he's pulling up to shoot, our coach is like pacing up and down the side of the court, and he just goes, "Come on, Daniel!" He just yells that, right? Maybe I shouldn't have said his name, but
it's okay.
But he yells that.
Good. That's a really good impression. I feel like I'm there. Sorry, keep going.
Okay, so he yells it on the side of the court. The player, he's bringing the shot up. He hears it, looks, and finishes shooting, and just like airballs it. And we're all like, "No!" On the bench, everyone is like just dead.
Holy mackerel! That's insane, man.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
So we go to overtime. So we didn't lose the game.
Okay,
we go to overtime. 56-56.
Did the coach acknowledge that at all, or is it just like?
I think we were just like, all right, we missed those. We're in overtime.
All
We're
right,
gonna
let's
win
do it.
this.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't think there's time to be like, oh, I'm sorry that I yelled at you while you're shooting your
so
free throw to
funny.
win the game. It was just
of all times to say it.
I know.
That's so good.
Yeah, that image is like ingrained in my mind of this right here, shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
you
bad.
get into overtime.
Yeah, and I mean, like it's tough. Like that's like a really high stress situation for a high school
There's
kid.
no disrespect to Daniel.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
that's just ridiculous on the coach that he would like yell at him while he's doing that.
The only thing I wish he would have had like just admitted like lied to us and been like, I'm gonna make these or something,
Got you.
Only just to have some faith.
That's fair.
For all of us, because we all worked so hard to get there, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm out."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's obviously not him. And then too in high, like I still like I get nervous. If I got it fouled and went to the free throw line, like in a regular game, just like even like men's league or something, I'm like, oh, this is like a little nerve wracking. Everyone's watching me. I better hit these. And
Yeah,
you
people
brick
talking
them.
smack.
Yeah, so it's
guy
tough.
who's matching his girlfriends, calling you a chump.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah. So that's the way it went down, and then we went to overtime.
Yeah.
And I remember this one kid on their team just hit like 3 threes or something. Like went up.
He was hot.
He just got hot, and then we were all like so gassed. I remember I was on the floor, and we were like, I remember running out to clear out on this kid, and he just hit like a 3 over me, and I was like, oh. And then so we went into overtime. Our best player, I think, fouled out. Our point guard fouled out. So then it was just getting like down to the scrubs on the bench, and we just didn't have like those 2 players were like a lot of our offensive scorers.
Yeah.
We had one really good post player who would get lots of buckets, but it was just challenging.
Yeah.
And we ended up losing provincials. It was devastating.
That is devastating.
It's a devastating loss. At our senior year, we were like going to go out on top, win the cities, win the championship, like provincials, and we were just like, boom, we're out of high school. But no, we weren't.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. So
that's a tough loss.
Yeah, and
especially when the way like you could, and like when you start thinking after the game, you're like, damn, Daniel.
I'm sorry, man. I should have said your name. It just came out. I just remember it so vividly.
That's really funny. That's really good. I love the honesty, the brutal
Yeah,
honesty.
it just came out, man. It's so visceral in me. But no, like, and obviously Daniel felt the worst about it.
Totally.
Like, I'm sure, like, I've had those situations. I told the story on here the other day where I dropped a pass in our provincials in football. And I hadn't dropped a pass like all season. Yeah. And like honestly, dude, that'll keep me up at night sometimes. I was like 13 or 14. I'd like lay up and just be like, oh man, it was right there.
One pass. Yeah.
Yeah. And we like lost that game.
And welcome back to the HoopDaddy podcast, featuring special guest Marco Walkering and Dylan Floyd.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little break there, getting the camera reset.
Stretch our legs out.
Stretch it out. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So, but one of our good players, just like called him and was like, "You're gonna be okay. You'll survive," which was nice because I'm sure in that moment he was pretty devastated.
Yeah.
But we didn't lose. Like you don't lose the game.
It's not because of one shot.
Exactly.
Totally.
There was many opportunities, I'm sure, to win that game. It's just that it was like, yeah, there's many opportunities to win the game. It was just like that one was just like the most iconic, I guess.
For sure. And I think it's like the fact, I do think of it as like at end of game situations, it's like, it's the compounding of everything that's come before. And so if you're in the position to win, it's clearly you've done some things correct. Or if it's like clearly you're underperforming and you're about to lose, then it's like something, it's like it's the result of every other action before. It's not just one single shot that's going to, I mean, one single shot can win the game, but when you think about who to blame.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's how we roll. It's all about blaming and not taking responsibility for your mistakes. And yeah.
But I feel like I don't know how to describe it in words. It's like it's like those moments. It's like you have the opportunity to win the game, like seize the game.
Yeah.
But the game is not won or lost in that moment.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That's deep.
But I don't know how to, because the only way I could think of putting it is like you can win the game in that moment, but it's not winning the game, which is terrible. But I'm just trying to like figure out a way to articulate it.
That's a good start. Yeah. I think that's cool. That's a good.
Dude, I appreciate your positivity. So that you win the game is that you win the game.
Exactly. As long as you say it like that at the end,
then it means
that's
something
key.
different.
You've got to be in italics. So if you're writing it, it's normal, and then
bold
italics. Yeah, bold italics.
Comic Sans. Totally new font.
I used to write like papers in Comic Sans and submit them in university.
In university,
I forget when I switched to Times New Roman. That's when I knew like my child's soul had left. When I stopped writing
you
in
became
Common
a professional.
Sans.
Comic Sans, dude. I can't believe professors would accept that. I'd be like, already, I'm immediately docking like five points off your papers for this Comic Sans.
I think I remember getting like it's like, why is your lab report in Comic Sans?
I had this guy.
Listen, bud.
There's this guy in high school. He
Daniel?
No, different guy. This story's so funny. Me and my friends still laugh about this story today. He was never the best student, but he was like a super funny guy, like super class clown, could roast anybody. Borderline bully, but hilarious. Like funny when you weren't being the one roasted.
Okay. So he's a bully.
But you kind of like took your shots so you could laugh like when someone else is getting.
Got you.
But he wrote this and he got his too. Like this is one.
Totally.
So he I remember my English teacher. He came back. It was like me and my two other friends were sitting down, and he gave him back this paper. And the teacher sat for the paper. He's like, "I'm not accepting this." He's like, "You rewrite it and give it back. I'm not even gonna mark this. This is awful." And it was supposed to be like 1,000 words essay on Macbeth.
Yeah. Ooh.
And
deep.
Right. So that's like 3 to 5 pages,
Macbeth.
double spaced. And we like looked. We were like, "What did you do?" We looked at it. It's one piece of paper. Okay. The entire essay is one piece of paper, double spaced. Intro, 3 body paragraphs, conclusion. Okay. Right, like a standard essay.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, why did you hand this in? It's like it's supposed to be 1,000 words. And then
it's like 400 words.
Maybe that. Like one page is like 250 words, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he.
I was like, I was like, man, this sounds like a dope essay. What are you
talking
about?
You're like, dude, this sounds great.
I handle shit like that all the time. Yeah.
We read the first line. It was.
First, how did you get a hold of this?
Because it was just on his desk, and we were like sitting next to him, and like, what did you do? Because we witnessed the interaction, right? So immediately we were like, what did you do, you idiot? Like, just super rude. And we read the first line. We took the paper, and the first line was, Macbeth was one of the greatest plays in all of Mankid. Like, that's how it was typed out, like spelled. And we're like, did you not read this? Like, why did you think that you... Like, what were you thinking?
This was before spell check, right?
Yeah, no, dude. No, there was spell check. It was just like he just did not the one of the greatest plays in all of Maggot. It was so funny.
Watch like he was actually like a sage, and like that was just Latin, and
Right,
he was
yeah,
actually like nobody understood him.
Yeah, he
It
was
wasn't.
like, yeah. He's like this troubled like genius.
Yeah.
And no one understands his
Yeah.
writing. I don't think it was that. But it was very
Nice.
funny.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, how did I get on this?
I don't know, man. We were talking about like Comic Sans.
Right, comics. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyways, bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah.
Bring it back. Who fucking? You know that song?
I love that song.
A classic.
I remember when that song would come on in the club, and when he would ask that question, it's like, who fucking? I'd be like, me.
Like,
I'm manifesting.
like, how old were you? I heard that song at like high school dances. So I
Okay.
definitely was.
Well,
but you were clubbing.
I'm a bit older than you, so
Yeah, yeah.
at that time I was
like-
probably like fresh,
like
into
21.
the clubs. Yeah,
You're a bar star.
bar star.
I'm fucking.
Me.
I didn't know what I don't know what a chicken head was.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
chicken head,
be quiet.
Yeah. Wait, a chicken head, technically, it's like someone who's giving a blowjob, correct?
Oh, I think I still didn't know.
I think that's like a groupie who
Oh.
give people blowjobs.
Oh.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe it's
that's-
just someone who's a bit erratic and who would just be like,
Yeah. I think the first one makes more sense. Let's look it up because I thought.
okay. First of all, who out here likes Moana and likes Hey Hey the Chicken? That's one of my favorite Disney characters.
I don't know. It's just me out here, bro.
All right.
Yeah. That's you're.
Do you know Moana?
I haven't seen it actually. I do love You're Welcome from Moana.
Yes, that's a
The
good one.
Rock. Big fan of The Rock.
It's definitely fun too when people are like, when I don't know something happens and you're just like, oh, what can I say? Except you're welcome.
Oh, kill me.
I'm preparing for being a parent one day.
Yeah. HoopDaddy.
HoopDaddy,
For
get
being a
off.
hoop daddy.
Yeah.
You having kids soon? Is that what you're saying?
No, but
Someone's
when
pregnant.
at some point when I'm a dad, I want to be able to make like,
Sweet love
well, yeah,
to your wife.
yeah, but also dad jokes, like really good dad jokes.
Yeah. You already do that, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
You're
Prepping.
You're prepping. Okay, I got the definition here.
Okay.
Here's what I thought.
Definition.
I'm an idiot.
You are.
I thought that a chicken. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it. It's
No,
so
say it.
dumb.
Say it. Say it, man. Come
I
on.
thought it was someone who has like really short, like a buzz cut. I don't know what I was thinking. It doesn't even make sense. Dude, chicken.
A
Like,
buzz cut. Your enunciation on that was really good. It's nice,
it doesn't
man.
make any sense. Why would I think that? Like, 'cause like you look at roosters, they have like a big thing. You look at chickens. I guess they have like
They have a buzz cut.
a buzz cut. They're very short.
This is
hair.
awesome, man. This is gonna come up so much in our day-to-day lives.
Oh, my
Now
God.
there'll be a guy coming around with a buzz cut, and I'll be like, "Hey, man,
It's a chicken head.
you see that chicken head? You should go say hi." Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the definition:
Ask him to be quiet.
a chicken head on Urban Dictionary. Here we got a
Yep.
female who likes cock.
Oh.
Number two, a female who likes giving head,
Okay,
bobbing
okay.
up and down like a chicken. 3, a dance move.
Yes, there is a dance. I forget what the dance move is, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, now we know.
I would assume the dance move would be something like this, or maybe it's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. So you were big. Yeah, I heard that in like high school. We were bumping that at the high school dances, but you were in the clubs.
Interesting at the high school dances. I bet.
Yeah, it was a different time back, 2008, 2007. No one cared. We just had like crazy dark lyrics,
Yeah.
at the dance. It was like,
Matisse gone cold. I'm wondering why.
yeah,
But I don't get it.
y'all gonna make me lose my R.I.P. man. Shout out,
man,
dude,
yeah.
to the greatest.
That's
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Did you listen to a lot of Dark Man X growing up, or not really?
Wait, that's what DMX stood for?
Yeah, man. You didn't know that?
I had no idea what
Yeah,
DMX
dude,
stood
Dark
for.
Man X, dude.
That's crazy. I did, yeah. I
Yeah.
think actually when I started like getting into weight training was when I started listening
Right,
to
you're just getting
DMX.
pumped up.
It's because this one, like, his name was Joe DeFranco. He had this gym, and that's like when I guess YouTube was starting to become a thing. But he had all these videos, and they would always be like, it was this cool garage gym, and they just always listen to DMX. And so I was like, oh, cool, that's cool. I want to listen to DMX and be cool too. And I started listening to DMX, and
Yeah, it was
actually when I was skateboarding, a lot of the rough ride, like the stop, drop, shut it down, open up shop. Yeah, that was
whoa
in a lot of skate videos.
Right.
So I started listening to him then too.
It was pretty sad for me at least, to hear the news. You heard the news, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, what
I
are you talking about? What?
No, but because for me, like I was introduced to him by my older cousins, and he was just kind of like it was like a part of your childhood, you know?
Yep.
I remember being like 12, listening to like Party Up in Here.
Totally.
You know, X Gon' Give It To You. What's that song? He has one with Cisco and him where he just raps like a bunch of female names.
Oh.
So, what these...
Yeah.
And he's like, there was Tina, Latricia, Shauna, Donna. It's just a whole verse is just ladies' names.
Yeah.
Iconic.
So good. So good.
But yeah, I don't know, he spoke from a place of like, it's like your childhood, you know, you like grew up in your adolescence listening to this guy, and now he's gone. It's sad.
That is crazy. I love the song Ayo Kato. It's like really emotional.
Yeah.
And it's got this like flutes in it.
Okay.
He's like, dog that I call my friends, things I do for my friends. Hey, we miss you. Ayo Kato. And there's like this flute in the back. It's like, I don't know.
Just like a single tear.
Cool.
He just would
Yeah.
cry.
But I was listening to that the other day, and I was just like, damn, like this is a really emotional song he wrote for his friend,
right?
Who died, and then
I think
now he's passed.
Yeah, I think a lot of his music had that. Like, he obviously had some like these club bangers, but all of the verses on them were always coming from a place of like darkness, of like emotional or like frustration or trauma. You know, he was very in his lyrics, I think, like open with that. Yeah. And very like just laid it all out there. Yeah. For his dogs.
I didn't actually know that much about him, I think, as a person. Like, I know there's like some artists that you like, I don't know, read up about more. Yeah. And so I guess I like when I heard that he passed away, and he OD'd.
Yeah, it was sad.
Like I guess he was struggling with drug addiction or something like that.
Yeah, I think he had for his.
I don't know. So, but that's tough. I guess that, and I think I remember reading something where it was like a lifelong thing. Yeah. That's tough, man. Like, yeah. Yeah, and that's really hard.
Yeah, it was same, man. It kind of made me feel the same way as I found out when Robin Williams. Passed. It was like someone that's so, especially for our generation, so tied to our adolescence and like going from kid to adult, and all those memories you have, like
totally, like your favorite movies,
like with DMX, like your favorite music. I used to listen to his Ain't No Sunshine. He has like a track. That's a great one. But it was like, he's like this hard, and all of his music, I was listening to someone talk about all of his music. It made you feel like you were the hardest
that's such a
person alive.
That's such a great way to put it. That's such a great way to put it.
It just came through in his music. Right? You're like, I'm a kid. I go to like a private school. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. But then you just put on DMX. You're like, I'm going to like, yeah, snitches do get stitches. You know what I mean? You're just like, you're ready to like mess someone up. And it just comes through you, through his music.
And then your mom's like, hey, Dylan, like, dinner's ready. And you're like, what the fuck did you say? And you're like, oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, Mom.
Your mom's come to dinner. I'm like, snitches want to die. Snitches want to lie. You're just like, what is happening?
That's so funny. Yeah. That's such a great, like, just like music in general. It like helps you feel
things that you maybe never been close to, or like never physically been or felt those things. But he's able to convey that in his music.
That's cool.
And he just gets you amped up. Yeah. Just gets you amped up. Yeah. It was sad. I've been listening to all the tracks. Just all the classic bangers.
Yeah, it was been nice actually. So the gym I go to, when it happened, they just like played DMX all day and
that's so awesome.
It's nice, man.
That's so awesome.
You come in the gym and you're like, oh man, like there's some like dope tracks, and it's like, yeah, and it's nice that like, this person was alive. They were able to create these things that we can enjoy forever. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. That's interesting. I never think of like Like I know the gym that you go to, and it's like Vancouver, like suburbs, like like West Coast kind of culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just never expect like you go into that gym and then all of a sudden like DMX is blasting, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't fit the thing, but that just shows how he was able to transcend these different stereotypes and cultures that his music was really universal for a lot of people.
Yeah, because I guess the way you put it though, when you think about it, it's like it's a feeling. Music's like a feeling.
Yeah.
We all have feelings.
I am a rough rider.
Yeah.
I am a dog.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
I am a dog.
Where are my dogs at?
Yeah, I know. I do know.
And then they're nowhere to be found because you just like look around, like, oh, that's.
It's funny though, because even at that gym, I think that gym is used to. They actually do play like quite a bit of hip hop there, and it's always funny when, like people who walk in and you're just like, I know you just listen to classic rock, like you've never listened, you don't know who DMX is. And like they come in.
What is this music? Where's the Motley Crue?
You know what I mean? They walk in and they're like coming in for their personal training session, and it's like they're doing you can just tell like, oh, what's this? It's like really aggressive, just like swearing and profanity, and I don't know.
You're like, they're getting enlightened.
Yeah,
to the dark man.
Exactly. It's like, hey, you just need to broaden your horizons.
Yeah, man.
Like,
no, he's he really was a big staple of like 90s hip hop, early 2000s. Yeah. R.I.P. to the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anything else you want to talk about? We're just kind of getting close to wrapping up here.
Yeah. Is there? I don't know. Did you have any?
What do we put down here? It's just like we've went on all these tangents.
We went on some serious tangents.
Yeah, so I'm like, do I like bring it back to like training and basketball?
I mean, we could wrap it. How much time we got?
Yeah, we got as much time as we want, baby.
Okay, well, hey,
it's all good.
Well, let's talk about training and basketball.
Yeah, so you said before you said talk about how you went through all these jumping programs.
Oh yeah, because when I started, yeah.
So you can dunk now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you couldn't dunk in like a game, like in a lane or something. You're not gonna like beat someone and then just go up and dunk.
Right now, I don't know if I would.
Right. Have you had your vertical tested? Like, what's your vert right now?
I don't know. I haven't tested it in a while, but I could. I should go find a place to test it. I'll probably do it at the gym.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see.
Yeah,
you could see if you can get to like dunking or something. But anyways,
yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, because I think a while ago, I did some calculations.
Calculations.
Okay, I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
Which is roughly whatever certain amount of inches. So I think I need like plus my arm.
Yeah. We should measure it. We should go like we just need a wall.
I think but I think
and a tape measure. Yeah.
But I think I'm like
some chalk.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
But no, I think I basically need so for instance, for me to grab rim, I can grab rim like on a good day.
Yeah.
I can grab rim and hang. So I think I need like, in order to dunk, I need like probably to add 4 to 5 inches to my vertical, which when you think about it, isn't actually that much.
No.
Right? That's not a crazy, because sometimes I'm like, if in order to dunk, I need to be able to increase my vert like 12 inches.
Totally.
But it's only like 5.
Yeah.
5 to 6
Maybe
inches.
6. The ball's.
Well, you only need this part above your hand, right? And then just.
To dunk?
You don't need your whole hand. You just need half your hand.
I mean, you get a full ball over top into the thing?
You just need to get the ball over and just a little.
Yeah, but like, who holds the ball like this? Like with like.
But it's like the momentum of it kind of comes up.
Oh, okay.
And then you
Yeah.
just
Okay.
You
Yeah,
just,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be doing Vince Carter elbow in the thing. Okay.
Totally. We just want to.
I just wanted to get
just cram it. Yeah.
Just get a little.
Just get a little like what's it called when someone's like they're like running out to close you out and you give them a little jab and then cut through the lane.
And then exactly, and you just and someone's goes up there to contest you, and you're just like.
Yeah.
But it's only 6 inches, but it isn't a crazy. For some reason in my mind, I'd built it up like I need to be able to increase my vert like 24 inches to be able to dunk. It's like, oh, you only need.
No, yeah.
You don't need that much, and for you, it's in order to do what like cram that lane, you probably need like 3 to 4 inches, right?
Totally, and just like more comfort, more repeatability, where you can do it over and over when you're tired.
Yeah. Have you ever dunked on someone in a game?
No. I dunked in a game, but never dunked on someone.
Right. That was in your prime, your athletic prime.
My athletic prime, yeah.
You were doing all these jump trains. So what were you doing?
Ah, man. I don't know I did. If everyone remembers this thing called Air Alert.
I missed that one.
It's called Air Alert. And that was Baron Davis did it. At least he was like
B Diddy.
He was like the spokesperson for it.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, I'm doing it too. And then
was it a gimmick?
I don't think it's a gimmick. Like I think like what we know about like strength and conditioning now, there's maybe better ways that we could go about it.
Right.
But at the same time, like it's like anything, specificity is like important. So like if we want to learn how to jump high, like there's got to be some sort of jumping in the program. If you go to do a jump program and it's all weightlifting, then I'm curious about what the results will be like. Right.
That's something that I've also found just recently for myself, is that I get fatigued really quickly just jumping a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I should just get better at the skill of just jumping.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like something I've never really worked on. Like maybe back in the day when you played basketball, you have like jumping workouts.
Yeah.
But since then, I've never really. And it's the same thing like throwing a ball or dribbling or whatever. You can, I think, just develop like a mind-muscle connection.
Totally.
Where you don't even need to actually make that much strength gain. You just need to increase the
connection.
Or like the neurological system.
Yeah.
To basically be like, all right, input more power.
Totally.
Right? Which is something that I think that people don't necessarily do as much. They're always like, I gotta like get my squat up. I gotta do these like weird exercises to increase explosiveness. It's like sometimes you just need to jump.
Yeah. That's a huge one of the like most important parts is like I think sometimes when I was like say like 18 that age, I could dunk pretty good. I could do like a windmill.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
On a 10-foot?
On a 10-foot. Like I think I had something like 37-inch vertical at that time because I was playing volleyball.
Dude, that's crazy.
It was pretty sweet.
What happened, baby?
I know, man. Yeah, injuries.
Oh, man.
And age, and also just not
practicing all the
not
time.
doing that stuff as much. I thought I kind of got passionate about different things, and but yeah. Besides that.
Yeah. Sorry, don't mean to.
No, that's okay.
Rub it in.
But I think one of the reasons why I got good at it was because I practiced all the time. I liked dunking. I liked practicing dunking.
Right, like you said, you just dunk.
Exactly.
All
and
the
like
time.
when I did the Air Alert program, it helped. But I'm like, did it help because of the program, or did it help because I was jumping often? I was practicing the skill often. And you can't I feel like you can't discount like a training program, because it's like any training program that you do follow consistently, you measure your progress on, you're going to see, like, you're going to adapt to what
gains.
the body does, right? Unless you're just not sleeping at all and eating like just
terribly,
not enough or whatever.
Yeah. But it's more about the efficiency of it.
Yeah. So I think that's where it's like, I think that's like, we could argue back and forth about what to do, as long as I think someone's consistent and paying attention and it's right for their body and they're making progress. Is like, man, like, if you understand, I'm working on a guide right now on like moving better. And one of the things I wrote, I just like stole this quote. It was like this classic quote of, methods there are many, but principles there are few. The person who grasps principles can choose whatever methods they want. The person who goes for methods and ignores principles, they're in trouble. And so that's where it's like, you look at all of the training programs available to us today. It's like, as long as we understand principles of how to get better at something, we can choose. There's so many methods, right? There's so many methods you can choose. And then when you start to compare different programs, you see that some of the methods are like, oh, this person used that. Oh, this person also used that.
Right.
It's like there's like success does leave clues.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. And so you are a personal trainer and fitness guru. I don't know what do you describe yourself as?
Guru. I don't know if I would say guru.
But you have
like I'm a coach. Like I'm a fitness coach a personal trainer. I help people like reach their goals. Yeah.
And you have, but I just want to say like, cause I think sometimes I think of personal trainer, like, oh, you did like a 6-week course and now you can, right. but
I've done a lot of 6-week courses.
No, but you do like, cause
I've done some weekend courses too.
But you
trust me. Yeah.
But sometimes you go to like Good Life and they're like, oh, I'm a personal trainer. Like I did a 6-week course and I've just like learn off the internet.
Honestly,
which I think you've done more. What I'm saying is
Totally.
more than that, but I don't know how to describe
Well,
it.
first of all, you can't throw my brothers and sisters under the bus like that, boy.
But
I know what you mean. Okay, wait. I know exactly what you mean, because here's the thing: the personal training industry has like a really low threshold to get into.
Exactly.
It's like acting, right? No, but like personal training, like you can, and I've taken these weekend courses. When I first started personal training, I took a weekend course. It was 2 weekends. So if you're like 6 weeks, someone took a 6 weeks course, I was like, man, that's a lot. Good for them.
Wait. So you took a two weekend, so
course,
4 days total.
4 days course.
And you became a certified person.
I was practicing as a personal trainer at my gym.
See,
why would anyone trust me? You know
that's like absurd to me, right?
It's
That's
absurd.
what I'm saying is I'm saying you're a personal trainer, but you're much more than that in your experience.
Since then, I've spent a lot of time doing, because I think one of the big things is like just apprenticeship, like spending time with people who know more than you or have done it longer than you, I should say. Yeah. Anyone can know a lot, but spending time with people who've actually like coached people to high levels and like worked with high level athletes and things like that. So I've been like really fortunate in like being able to
surround yourself.
Be like in that and like witness that and learn from that.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And so you started a company with your friends.
Yep. It's called Boney to Beastly.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a few. We have Outlift.com, BoneyToBeastly.com, BoneyToBombshell.com, and one of my partners, he started his own thing called Outlive. OutliveForever.com is the website.
Nice.
And that's more focused on like health
turning
and
into
lifestyle.
a cyborg.
Honestly, like some of the stuff he writes about is really interesting.
It's like I'm gonna get the Neuralink. I'm gonna upload my consciousness to the computer. Now outlive forever.
Yes. No, the crazy thing is like he's like really passionate about research and he's like and nutrition and like just like he just released a book actually. I really like it. It's really interesting. I don't think it's for everybody, but it's definitely one of those things that's like it makes you think. Because he's done so much research into nutrition and like various minerals and even the stuff about like sunlight and how often we should get sunlight to help us sleep and also to get our vitamin D levels up without getting sunburns. But it's even when I'm reading it, I'm like, man, this is too much. I can't see like a bunch of people like going this far like. Or like it's sometimes there's a lot of information, but I think there's some really good like principles. Yeah, there are some really good like lifestyle nuggets in there.
Nice.
But we primarily work with people who want to build muscle, people who are naturally thinner who want to build muscle. And so when I first started, I was like gung ho in the athletic realm. Like I wanted to train people to like be pro athletes. I wanted to work with athletes. And then since then, I've gotten much more into just that business.
Of just people who are ectomorphs. To gain
who
muscle.
Identify as ectomorphs. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. And to help them gain muscle. And so much of it is like, it's a lot of like, just like lifestyle coaching, helping them understand what they need to do and figuring out where their bottlenecks and roadblocks are.
Right.
But I think when I first started, I was like so interested in like how can I help people get like super fast and strong, and I still am. That is like I think to me that's like when I'm done my coaching for the day with that program, and when I do my own learning, I'm like always learning about like how do we like improve biomechanics or like athletic prowess or sprint mechanics or getting fast. How do you get really fast and things like that. Anyway, we should you know what we could do? We should like get together and make our own HoopDaddy program. We can experiment it. Oh my goodness, that'd be fun. A basketball training program. Look good, feel good, play
HoopDaddy.
Or look mediocre, play mediocre, feel mediocre.
Yeah, that'd be really marketable. I like that.
It's so marketable, yeah.
Anyways, man, appreciate you being on the podcast.
I appreciate
you. For Matisse. I'm sure we'll see you again.
I hope so.
Yeah, man. Depends. No, just kidding.
Sure. It depends how this one goes.
No. No, it'll be great.
Hopefully it'll be well received.
Yeah.
By the public.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll see y'all next time.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right, HoopDaddy. Peace.
HoopDaddy. Peace. Is that the,
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
We're
Still trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. You want to hit us up with a give us
HoopDaddy. Oh,
last time.